Hey there, gang. Time for another unboxing video, and we will be taking a look in this box today, and I think I know what's in here. If not exactly what's in it, I think I have an idea what collection this came from, so I'm pretty sure, you watch, I'll be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is all going to be some Bronze Age beauties, some 1970s Marvel comic books. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shang Hollow. My name is Duke, and this is another unboxing video. And as I said in the teaser, I'm pretty sure that this box is going to be all 1970s Marvels. So we'll take a look. I don't know exactly what's in the box, but I've got an idea what collection it came from. So I am grading these for sale on eBay. The seller name is .com Comics, but I'm not trying to sell you on anything. You check it out if you want. You don't have to. I'm just inviting you to kind of look over my shoulder as I get into this box and get ready to start grading, and hopefully you'll have the same kind of awe and excitement that I feel every time I get into one of these boxes and discover what's new, what's inside, and in this case, actually reliving a little bit of my childhood, because the 1970s, that's right when I was reading comic books for the first time. So yeah, this is going to be a fun video for me. Maybe more so than you, but yeah, if you do like the content, if you have some fun, please do like, share, subscribe. Definitely leave a comment down below, and don't forget the giveaway that we're doing right now. If you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. We'll be giving away this World of Smallville PVC set once we hit 247 subscribers. So all you got to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment in order to be entered. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. And yeah, so Nova number 2. That's pretty exciting. Nova wasn't that big in the 70s, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember buying many Nova comics in the 70s when I was a kid. There's number 3. And it feels like there's maybe 2 books in there. There's number 4 with Thor. Number 5. And these books really only took off, when Nova appeared, or the Nova Corps, I should say, appeared in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And the presumption that Nova will at some future date be in the movies. Marvel Spotlight with the Warriors 3. Can you name all 3 Warriors? It's Falstaff and... I'm going to admit, I can't remember. Is this Fanfear? Farfignugan? And I can't remember his name at all either. So I'm a bad comic book fan. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., a Marvel Spotlight issue. I really liked this issue when I was a kid, the Liberty Legion. And this was all comic books, this was all characters from Golden Age Marvel comics that had, except for the Wizard and Miss America, had largely not been used in the Silver Age. Were never kind of, rebooted, as it were. So you've got Thin Man, Red Raven, Blue Diamond, and Jack Frost. Jack Frost is a Stan Lee creation for sure. I don't think any of the others were. Well, Red Raven was Simon and Kirby. Oh, and that's the Patriot, I believe was his name. And here is issue 30 of Marvel Premiere. Issue 31, The Man Brute Called Wood God. I don't think that one sells for much. Moonstalker. I think this is some Howard Chaykin. I could be wrong. The Mark of Cain. These are all Marvel Premiere issues. Marvel Presents. I enjoyed this series when I was a kid. And to me, these are the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the movies. But, the current Guardians comic book from Marvel doesn't speak to me at all. These are the Guardians. There's Yondu. And Charlie 27. I don't see the girl. Where's the girl? There she is. Although her skin is a weird color here. Nikki, was that her name? Something like that. They were all from different planets mostly. She was from Mercury. He was from Jupiter. So, number 7. Number 8 with Silver Surfer. Cool beans. Cool beans. Next stack, Scarecrow, which is not the DC villain. It's the Marvel anti-hero. He's a Submariner. So after his book got canceled, he had this run in Marvel Spotlight. And I don't know if these were actually issues, because this is the costume he was wearing there at the time. I don't know if these were stories that were originally slated for his own title and then got, kind of used up as inventory in Marvel Spotlight. I'm not sure the backstory on that. Here's Tigra with Craven. That might one do actually well, pretty well. But this asshole. If you handle as many comic books as I do, you get tired of looking at this grinning son of a bitch. Not since James Comey has somebody's smirk annoyed me more. So I am just so sick of this guy's face. I wonder whatever became of him. Was he just a stock model, stock photography? Did he ever do anything else? Is he in catalog somewhere? Did he become an actor? Was he ever on Broadway? I have no idea. Was he somebody that worked for the LaSalle Extension University? I have no idea. Was he a student? But I every time I turn over a book and I get that son of a bitch grinning at me, I'm so sick of looking at him. Here's some more Tigra. And number 6 of Marvel Chillers. Now these oh yeah, they're all chillers. So, and it's funny, she as Greer Garson in the cat costume that eventually was given to Patsy Walker, she had a 4-issue series that didn't do that well, apparently because it was canceled after 4 issues, which means that they would have canceled it even just as the initial sales numbers for number 1 were coming in, the way the newsstand operated in those days. But still, in the 25-cent era, was pretty soon thereafter given her own book. And why Marvel Chillers and not just a Tigra book? It can't be just to get the name Marvel on the cover because you had it here. So, I don't know. There's another one with, I think that's Red Wolf. Here's the Super Skrull and Ambush Bug. No, I don't know who that is. Red Sonja, not Sonja, Sonja. Marvel feature. Here's number 4. That's a great cover. That's a poster cover right there. Yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir. And you know what? I think these covers are a lot sexier than the current, slightly pornographic softcore porn that Dynamite puts out on its 112 variant covers to every issue of Red Sonja. Here's she's got some Conan with her. Probably an indication the sales could use. There he is again. Fucker. Here's number 1. So that'll do fairly well. Iron Fist. In his own title. He was initially in Marvel Premiere. It's number 4. Number 5. Number 6. 7, the first 30-cent issue. It's a nice John Byrne. 8 and 9. That's Dave Cockrum. Number 10. There he is. That fucker. Invaders, number 5. I liked the Invaders when I was a kid. I didn't come in until about issue 18, but I enjoyed the Invaders as a kid. Here's the Liberty Legion again. Baron Blood. Always liked Baron Blood. There is, I forget the issue numbers, but there is a 2-issue arc of Captain America by John Byrne featuring Union Jack and Baron Blood. It's around 254 or something like that. Excellent, excellent, excellent story. It's number 8 with Union Jack. Is that the first Union Jack? The coming of Union Jack, so it could well be. There's number 9. Union Jack versus Baron Blood. Number 10. 11. The Blue Bullet. Spitfire, who is Union Jack's sister, spoiler. And she didn't have actual super speed. As I recall, it was like she was just given a sudden burst of speed, but, you know, couldn't really sustain it. Evel Knievel. All right. Oh, we're going to switch over here from the Invaders to the Inhumans. Let's get this stack out of the way. So there's number 4. And number 5. 6. So my sort of personal golden age is sort of the 30, 35 cent era. So right around 76, 77, 78. And they went to 40 cents in 79. But I don't really remember seeing any Inhumans comics on the stands when I was a kid. I don't recall ever buying any. You know, I've got the full run now, but when I was a kid, I didn't buy them. And I don't recall ever actually even seeing them. So that was just kind of the nature of newsstand distribution. You know, either up here in Central Maine, we just didn't get them, or there was some little asshole who always got to the stands just before me and got like the one copy. There's a nice cover. A nice cover. Looks like a... it says GK. I don't know if that's Jill Kane. It doesn't look very much like Jill or Gil. Do you say Jill Kane or Gil Kane? Let me know in the comments below how you pronounce it. Iron Man, 84. Nice. 85. Also nice. Iron Man was really a low seller, like skirting with cancellation all through this period. 86, Annual 3. He didn't really take off until the Dave Michelini. There's another one. Do you pronounce it Michelini, Michelin? I say Michelini. That run with Bob Layton, you know, right around the Demon in a Bottle era. He took off a little bit then, but even afterward, he was still kind of B-list. You know, Marvel really has Robert Downey Jr. to thank for the popularity of Iron Man. At present, it's 89, 90. Wonder if I'll have a 100 in here. Here's 91, 92, the Melter, 93. I think this is all George Tuska, or is this Kirby? Yeah, it's Kirby. 94. Nope, we didn't get up to 100. We switched over to the Hulk. Hulk versus Man-Thing with the Collector, 197. 198, more Man-Thing. 199 with Doc Samson. 200. Whoops, got a couple of bags there. 201 with that Conan? I'll be goddamn. Here is Jarella. 203 with Cronus. Cronus. At the Cronus Cabana. I don't know. Crypto Man. Wow. Yeah, Crypto Man and his sidekick Bitcoin. Like I said, I have fun with these videos. I crack myself up. It's really, your participation is not even really required. The Defenders, I like the Defenders. I did it this iteration anyway with Valkyrie and Red Guardian. I don't see Hellcat, Nighthawk. Now this book is fairly popular because this reprints the first appearance of Groot when he was could speak in full sentences and was an evil despot from another planet trying to conquer the Earth. And as I recall correctly in this story, these are all kind of manifestations, hallucinations of the leader, if I'm remembering this correctly. But this is only like the second appearance of Groot. And I said it reprinted the original appearance, and I think I'm mistaken. I think this is an original story, probably because the word's all new. Gave it away. But there's another book out there that is worth a fair amount because it reprints that first story. But this one I think is his second appearance. But he's in a hallucination of some sort, as I recall. So no Fin Fang Foom, but you got some Groot action going on, and that's fun. Here's an early Ghost Rider. I like that early logo. I really did. I really, really did. There he is! We got some Spider-Man, some Hercules, some Thing. We're just throwing in everybody. Throwing all the cheese at the wheel. I don't know what that meant. Number 20, Daredevil. But yeah, we're throwing in all the guest stars, trying to get circulation up here, I guess. That's the logo I actually grew up with. And maybe I do like that classic logo better. This one might be a little too incongruous, the Ghost and the Rider, and the Ghost is probably a little busy now that I think about it. But I see that logo, and it just says to me, early issue. So, some Fantastic Four. Do you know that, we just call him Luke Cage today, but back then we called him Power Man. Power Man was actually a member of the Fantastic Four for a while. He did not have a 4 emblazoned upon his chest. So who knows, maybe when they bring the Fantastic Four into the MCU, they'll do it through the vehicle of Power Man. I doubt it, but you never know. And as I recall, his membership didn't last very long. But there he is. Right around issues 160-something, 170-something. And actually, I think he's out again already, so it was only a few issues. Oh, thought we were going to see him again. Instead, it's these kids. These kids with their selling seed packets to win prizes. Ba-ba-bum. The Destroyer. Cry, the Bedeviled Planet. Some Galactus. I don't think we're going to see any price variance in here. If there are any of these, 25, 30 cent price variants, they've probably already been pulled out, either for sale as singles or maybe sent straight to CGC, because these are all pretty high grade. These are all looking like they're at least, I love the Impossible Man. Sorry, little tangent there. These are all looking like, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Might have a few stray 9s in here. I mean, I'll know more once I get them out of the bags. But anyway, I always liked the Impossible Man. And this, by the way, as I recall, this was my first Fantastic Four when I was a kid. That was my first issue. And it was just because it was like, what the hell is going on here? I believe I was aware of the Fantastic Four and may have seen earlier issues, and by this point I may even have had the Origins of Marvel Comics trade paperback. But this is as I recall, this is the first Fantastic Four I bought off the stands with my own allowance money, making my own purchasing decisions. Here's 178. Here's annual number 11. Defenders annual number 1. There you go. See, and they were throwing Power Man in everywhere, trying to find a place for him to fit, trying to goose the sales of his own book. Doctor Strange annual number 1. That's a nice book. Ooh la la. Ooh la la la. All right, another stack. This is the Scarecrow again. We saw him earlier, but this is in Dead of Night. And this would appear to be his first appearance. Daredevil annual number 4. All new. Black Panther. Is there a book on the other side? Yes, Daredevil 141. Holy crap. So this one, and I said earlier pulled for singles. These are all going to be singles. So maybe we will see some price variance in here. I don't know. But this, I believe, is the 3rd appearance of Bullseye. Very early, anyway. Were there 2 issues in this one as well? No, just 1. There's 140, 139, 138, 137. And Daredevil was not selling well at all around this time either. Somewhere, either in or just before this this era that we're looking at, he was knocked down from monthly to bi-monthly circulation. Here's the Jester. And he didn't come back up until monthly until after, a little bit after Frank Miller came on the title. 133, 134. You don't see much of Torpedo these days. Captain America and the Falcon. So that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Captain America and the Falcon being the name of the book. And the Falcon was just as... There he is! Falcon was just as big a deal as Cap. And Falcon, I may have said this in a previous video, but you know, the Mego action figures of the 70s, the Falcon was actually my first Mego. I lost all those Megas in a house fire. Late August 1980, we had a house fire, or more correctly, I should say a trailer fire, and I lost all my Megos. But they were cherished possessions there for a few years. Number 200, Jack Kirby. 201, 202, Alamo 2. I forget that guy's name, but he was a thing. 204, 205, 206. Captain America Annual, number 3. Let's see if I'm actually get that on the screen. Boom, boom. Here we go. Black Goliath, number 2. So that's a cool book, I think. And number 3. The Bear Midriff was, you know, just a weird choice. Oh, Stilt Man. I love Stilt Man. I don't know why. I hope, dear God, I hope that if Marvel, you know, brings Daredevil into the MCU, and I hope it's Charlie Cox because he's just so good in the role, but I hope the Daredevil movie has some Stiltman action in it. Even if it's just like, you know, a little cameo at the beginning or the end, you know, and, you know, if he's not the, you know, the primary villain throughout the whole thing. I just really want to see Stiltman on the big screen. Actually, I just want to be able to see a big screen again, frankly. So that was only a 5-issue series. Ooh, Avengers 145. So we are, there he is. One issue after the debut of Hellcat. 147. There's some Squadron Supreme. $149, $150, $151. The Order Changeth. That's kind of a regular trope with the Avengers, the changing of the lineup. $152. Wonder Man's back. I was really disappointed that Wonder Man was not featured at all in the WandaVision series. I was really expecting him to show up. Maybe not played by Nathan Fillion. I mean, I would have loved if it had been, but I wasn't expecting that. But just to have him in there somehow would have been very, very cool. And frankly, well, probably because that's the costume he was wearing when I first met him. That's always been my favorite Wonder Man costume. His annual number 6. Switching over to Astonishing Tales with Deathlock. There he is! I hate him. I hate him. 35, 36. Oh, wow. Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. Nice. We've actually seen a few of these in recent boxes, but I get excited every time I see it. I get more excited about this than I do whenever we see an Incredible Hulk 181. Probably just because I came in on this series, like I've said in another video, around issue 7 or 8 or so. So, you know, getting a number 1 was always kind of a grail for me all through the 70s and 80s and into the 90s. I can't remember exactly when I finally got my number 1. But, yeah. Anyway. Warlock. 14. I got some Jim Starlin action going on there. 13. Little troll. There he is! Alright. Some more Warlock, but on top of that, let's throw these. These are the last ones in this box. So, Werewolf by Night 39 with Brother Voodoo. That should do well. And more Brother Voodoo. For a lot of years, I think, you know, Marvel tried to bury Brother Voodoo. They were kind of, I think, embarrassed. It was kind of considered a blaxploitation character. But in more recent years, they've kind of embraced it, and he's become really quite popular. Now we're back to Warlock 15. Spider-Man Annual, the Human Fly, not the hero version, the villain version. Oh, these are upside down. There he is. And 161. Nightcrawler. 163. 159. 158. 157. The Seed Sellers. 156. This is 132, so that's the second appearance of Bullseye. That's cool. Eternals, number 7, number 4. Is that right? Yeah. There's a Marvel Team Up Annual with the all-new, all-different X-Men. And Marvel Team Up 53 with the Hulk. Werewolf by Night 43. And 37, so that's an early Moon Knight appearance. I think that's like maybe his 3rd appearance. What was he in? 32, 33? Not 100% sure if that's 3rd or... So I think it's his 3rd cover at least. And there's number 38. So that's it. That's that box. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed that. These will all be up on eBay shortly. Look forward to that. But until the next video, next time out, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.